Knock these guys out. I said, Pops, we want to be in top condition for this fight. We want to make sure we get the work. We want to make sure we do, hard 12 rounds of sparring. And because I already know I got the power, I can knock somebody out. So we want to be, I work on a lot of condition in this fight, a lot of stamina, a lot of strength, and a lot of road work, and just make sure I do everything right.
You fought at the Barclays Center before. You have a lot of fans here in New York as well as Philly. How much of an incentive does that give to you?
I feel it's great, man. The Barclays Center is definitely my home away from home. It just feels like another day in the gym, to be honest with you. Like, you go in the gym, you work out, you spar, it's just another day. And that's how I feel at the Barclays Center. I just feel like it's another day at work.
If you wanted this fight to happen in the next hour, would you are you that close and feel like, I really want this to happen right now?
Yeah, I would need a meal with me first, though. I need to go have a little quick meal and then go out there and fight. But I feel good, man. I'm ready.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
How you doing, Angel? What happened this week?
Well,
When was the meeting with the commission?
oh no, it went well.
Good?
Yeah, it went perfect.
Details? You can't, you here?
No, yeah, but I did.
I feel you.
Yeah. We don't want to. Well, I mean,
Now we good.
yeah, everything
good.
perfect.
So he'll be in your corner.
Oh yeah,
I'm
for
gonna be in
sure.
his corner.
Okay. Want that confidence gauge real quick. Chavez and Canelo made a bet with their purses, but they rescinded it. Just to gauge your confidence level of your winning, would you say, like, if Keith won, he would have to cut his hair. If you lost, you would have to grow your hair. How confident are you in a win?
Yeah, I'm confident. I'll do that.
Would you weigh something like that at that level, like a purse like Canelo did, or something at that level?
I'm not a better. I've never been a gambler in my life because I already gamble when I step in the ring. You feel me? That's you gamble when you step in the ring. It's like you taking a chance. Every time you step in the ring, you taking a chance to get hurt, or you risky your health. So I never been a gambler, but I would definitely place a bet. I'm 100% confident that I'll be the winner.
Pound for pound, do you expect to be on that list, like on everybody's? You're on some people's list, but just like ESPN, Ring Magazine, everybody's pound for pound list.
Yeah.
Is it time for Danny Garcia to finally get recognized on that list?
Yeah, definitely. I mean the Ring magazine.
That's Golden Boy.
Yeah, that's Oscar. So he probably never put me on there. But it's politics. But it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, I fight to win. I fight to win. I fight to secure my family's future, and that's what it's all about. And that's why we train so hard, for those two reasons. And we're gonna go out there and get the fans Saturday night something to watch.
Keith talks a lot about legacy. He has a lot of angst towards pay-per-view and talks of money. He's kind of anti that. How important is legacy to you?
It's very important. It's very important. But my legacy in my career, I have more milestones than him. I'm a multiple world champion. You could say this is his biggest fight. So I've been in big fights before, and definitely. I mean, I never be like, I'm just gonna fight for my legacy, because every championship fight is a part of history. So that's just gonna calculate by itself, your legacy. So that's what that is.
Keith has that whole saying that he goes true welterweight. Everything with him is a true welterweight. The eyeball test, looking at you guys yesterday, both shirts off, ripped. You, to me, look like the bigger man. Yeah. How do you feel seeing him face to face now that you guys are close to weight?
I definitely, people say he's the bigger man because he's been at that weight longer than me. That's why people say he's a bigger man. But physically, I'm taller than him. I'm wider than him. I have a bigger back than him. I really can't see his legs. I don't know if he has chicken legs. I don't know what he got, but I'm definitely the fresher welterweight out of the two of us. Definitely. I know he gets big in between fights. He loses a lot of weight, and I know that feeling because I was at 140 doing that. And I know after a while it catches up to you. It catches up to you losing all that weight, coming down and fighting at a high level. So I know that catches up to you. And come Saturday night, we're not banking on that, but I know the toll it takes on your body to lose a lot of weight. That's why I say I'm the fresher welterweight. I'm the stronger welterweight, and it's gonna show Saturday night.
I'm just curious, how much weight were you cutting like the night before to get down to 140?
Well, I never really, I always, the most weight I have to lose the day before a fight is probably about 3 or 4 pounds.
Okay,
yeah, it's not bad. But it's just the camp, the discipline you have to do through camp. Like me, I'm not the type of fighter I'll lose 10 pounds in one day in big weight. I don't do that. I cut it shortly through camp. So sparring, you know, feeling weak and things like that, getting down a weight, it cannot be good for you. And I think every fighter should worry about
health.
Every fighter should worry about their health and getting better instead of training to lose weight.
Exactly.
When you train to lose weight, you're not working on nothing because you're just angry. You just wanna.
You train.
Yeah, it's like
different camp.
Yeah, I don't care about that. You know, just let me just lose weight. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that we've been training to get better. I'm more happy now. I mean, I'm not always real happy, but most of the time I'm happy because, you know, it's a hurt business. But I feel good, I'm confident, and I'm ready to go and fight.
Angel, what was in the letter that Danny was supposed to read today?
I know y'all would like that one.
I tell Danny, people change all the time. Listen, Danny had a great personality. I'm not saying he don't, he's a great guy, like quiet, humble. I tell him, be you. Be funny, whatever. Just people like that. I mean, I don't know.
That's a lot of reasons.
I know people love him more now, but
what it is, like when you losing weight, you don't feel like talking. You know what I mean? It's like bullshit. Like so, I was like, it's like I have a personality, but it's not in me right now because my mind is on like a cheesesteak or something.
What food do you miss the most when you're in training camp? What food?
Oh man, I just
Everything.
man, he eat everything.
I eat everything, man. I eat donuts. Like I should have been a cop. I love donuts. Like I don't know why. I wish I got a donut right now.
This is a question for both you guys. Now, Danny, you say that you're constantly fighting for respect with the fight critics and fight fans. And Angel, is it difficult to keep your son on track and not to deviate from his game plan when he's just thinking about fighting for respect and earning it?
We don't do that. Yeah, we don't do it for the glory. We do it for him. Like, and I make sure he's okay. Right? We don't feed into. That's the good thing about that. He stays composed. We don't feed into all that.
Right.
When you feed in and you're worrying about the wrong stuff, you need to worry about is getting, like he just said 2 minutes ago, he's getting better at it. When you worry about the dumbest thing, like watching tapes on another fighter and the trainer's there sitting there 3 hours with the other fighter and telling him what to do, and then he's wasting time because he's worrying about the wrong shit. He's worrying about the guy in the video. He's not worrying about the guy next to him. So when they go to a fight, they're confused because half of the game plan goes south of the border. There is no game plan in boxing. You can have a game plan just because you for him, beat him with a jab, don't mean you're gonna beat him with a jab. Right. Don't work like that. People fall on their chest. Old school shit, man. It's like hitting tire with a sledgehammer. Come on, you're gonna have a backache. You're gonna bust your back, man. You better get good insurance after that.
Right. Danny,
yeah, it's a backache with a sledgehammer. Come on, man. It's ultra.
What do you care?
We live in technology these days.
What do you care most? Is building that legacy or those paychecks that you're earning? Those nice 7 figures. You
know, I'm building my legacy. Like I said before, the legacy just comes. Right. It comes. You can't chase that. You know, you can't chase money either. You can't chase none of them. You can't chase money because
women love money.
You can't chase. Look, you can't
love money.
Yeah, you can't chase money because when you get desperate, you're gonna try to take the shortcut, and that's when you're gonna fail. You can't chase the money. So, everything I've done in the sport of boxing is for the love of the sport, and I was blessed enough to have a good team, and I was blessed enough to get rewarded. I was blessed enough to win world championships. I was blessed enough to fight on high stage. So that's basically it, man. I just when I started boxing, I didn't box because I wanted money. I boxed because I wanted a trophy. I wanted to show my friends my trophy. I wanted to show them, yo, I got a trophy. Like, you know, I wanted to be cool in the neighborhood. So that's why I was boxing. I didn't box because I didn't know the value of money. I didn't know the value of $1 when I was a kid. That came later, you know what I mean? So, and of course now, you know, I'm a prize fighter and I got a family, so of course I'm fighting for the money. A fighter tells you he's not fighting for the money, then you might as well just...
you just did it yourself, prize fighter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a pugilist, this prize fighter, so we fight for money. But yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I fight for the love of the sport. You know, I was blessed enough to get a prize for it. I'm blessed enough to win world titles, and that's it. I mean... pretty much nothing else.
When did you realize, and this I'll follow up with you too, when did you realize that you were actually better than good at boxing? Like, how old were you, and when was that moment that you realized that?
I always knew I was good, but I just didn't, like, when I was an amateur, I knew I was a good fighter. I was learning how to do things faster than other fighters. Like, they would be like, yo, that took that kid to learn a shoulder roll. It took him like a year to learn that, and you learned like a week. Like, a pullback, you learned it quick. So I learned a lot of things quick, but I always knew I was better, but I just needed to, like, I didn't care, like, when I was an amateur. Like, I just did it because it was fun. Like, I just wanted trophies. Well, then when I got older, I used to go to tournaments, and I just hang around, you know, fight, and I'll lose, and I'll just go to the pool, eat hot dogs, and I'm living life. Like, I'm from Philly. Like, I get on airplanes, I get to travel. I didn't care really about winning until one day my pop was like, look, man, if you don't win this next tournament, like, I'm gonna whoop you. I was like, oh, you ain't getting none of this, you ain't getting that. I was like, shit. I was like, damn. After that, I won everything. I won everything.
And besides,
when he did that, I was 14. After 14 to 15.
Like 12 years old.
No, I was old. Damn, you about to kill me at 12.
I didn't kill you. I just woke your ass up. The thing was that Danny was a gifted fighter from the beginning. When he was 5 years old, I used to tell my friends, he's going to be a fighter. He told me, how you know? Everybody dreams big with their kids. If you tell your friend right now, your son is 5 running around, you say he'll be a fighter, and they're going to look you crazy. And I used to say, no, he's going to be a fighter. How you know? I said, there's just something about him, the way he carries himself. Because we always was in the game. We always went around boxing. His uncle was a 132-pound champ. But not in the street, but he was in penitentiary with Bernard. He was the 132-pound champ. When Bernard was the middleweight champ in penitentiary, the state penitentiary, you know, greatest for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My cousin, my brother-in-law was the 132-pound champ. So boxing had been around us all our life. So when he was 5, I used to tell my friends he's gonna be a fighter. They used to say, now they ask me, how did you knew that? It was the way he carried himself. So I knew it was my job to get focused in life and discipline myself to focus on him, on my kids. But I had to focus. See, I did like the Jews do. The Jews, they focus on the most gifted son. They love them all, but they spend all their money on the smoke. In America, they do it from the old. The oldie gets everything. They go to college, and by the time they realize they spend all the money, he was the dummy in the family. I'm not saying my son was the dummy. I'm just putting a point. So I knew that the youngest, not only the youngest, he was the one that I had to push forward. So if he pushed himself, me pushing him, he pushed the fans what he's doing today, because Danny's a good son. That separates Thurman from Danny. He asked, we never chased him around asking for fights, calling Thurman out. We never called nobody out. Danny did this from the muscle. We did this from the muscle. We did this from fighting whoever they put in front of. We never picked and scratched nobody. When we was with Charlie Finkel's I'm not gonna say the worstest manager, but he kind of the worstest manager. Okay? I don't know how he still got his hand in the cookie jar. What's wrong with this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Keith all week with Showtime, All Access. Even yesterday in the gym, his whole thing said, your daddy can't fight for you. You know?
That's obvious.
But you know, he's made it a point saying that it's not really, he's kind of taking the importance away from having your dad in your corner. But we go back to the Matisse fight. Your dad slaps you in the corner. You're losing that fight, down a couple rounds. You charge up. You know, how important is that, you having your pops in your corner and that edge?
It's chemistry.
See, but you said he was losing to Matisse. You look at that tape, Danny wasn't losing.
No, I'm just saying,
I'm not saying, I'm not trying to put you down. What I'm saying is the announcers had him losing. The announcers, so people don't know nothing about it. They listen to that bullshit. So every time you listen while you watch boxing, turn your volume down. Judge it yourself. Get a scorecard.
That was definitely the chemistry, though. You know, every great fighter has a good chemistry with a coach.
But that's a charge up, right? You know, having your pop there in your corner, that gives you that extra edge. It wouldn't be the same if he wasn't there.
Yeah,
no, it's never the same with your blood. Somebody that love you, because you could have a father, but not me. He's a good dad. He could be a jerk. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is trusting the person. When you could trust somebody, look in their eyes, say, he really telling me, jump off the bridge, I'm gonna grab you in the bottom. Or say, come down this alley, dark alley, and say, come here. Come over here, I got something for you. come get this paper.
Danny, you mentioned.
Hey,
Danny, you mentioned that your father said to create your own personality because you're a little quieter. He's got the louder personality, so to speak. But since you've been at 147, you seem to joke around and you seem a little more alive. Is it because you were having a hard time making weight at 140?
Yeah, it was, man. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. That's just it. Like, who's happy after losing like 20 pounds? You know what I mean? It's like the week of the fight, you're doing interviews. Just the least thing you want to do is do interviews and talk and see other people drink water. It's like I don't want to be around that.
From a marketing and promotional standpoint, you're not as outspoken or X-rated as your father. Yeah. How do you feel that him, like being more so the mouthpiece for you, how do you feel that that's helped your career?
I feel it's good. Maybe I would be, but he said everything you need to say, and I don't need to say nothing. So he said everything. Then I just come out there, you know, thank you guys for coming out. I see you Saturday night. I put the hard work in. You feel me? That's basically it. But I mean, it's good. It's what rattles the. That's what people want to see anyway. I mean, you know, people talk good about it, but people like drama. That's the life we live in right now. That's the era we live in where everything's an Instagram meme. So.
Right. So looking at you know, the different reactions on social media, it seems as though, well, I'm not gonna say it seems as though it is, that you get a lot of heat because of your pomp. You know, so like I've noticed that people look at you as a good boxer. They look at you as a good boxer.
They scared of you, that's why. They think I'm quiet. They think I'm sweet.
Yeah, they look at you as a good boxer, but then they listen to him and they be like, oh, well, you know, we want Danny to lose. Like, how do you feel about that?
No, it is what it is, man. A lot of people want me to win, believe it or not. A lot of people want me to lose. I think that's where everybody. Maybe I might take a little more heat than other people, but it is what it is. At least I'm getting attention, you know what I mean? A lot of fighters wish they had attention. A lot of fighters wish they were getting, you know, followers or comments. Some fighters ain't got none, barely, you know what I mean? So I'm blessed, man. I feel good. It is what it is. Pop's been talking shit for like 6 years already, so I'm used to it. I'm pretty sure y'all used to it.
Angel, what makes your son so much better than Keith Thurman?
Resume, not only the resume. Danny's a great fighter, man. I don't know how people don't see it, bro. It's what I look at. Working in God's time, bro. What happens is when you work in God's time, everything for us was never, like I said earlier, we never picked and scratched. Every time they gave me somebody, if you look at Danny's resume, I fought a guy. I always say this story because it's hard to believe this story. People might look at me. I mean, that's one thing I will never do, lie to nobody. When we was in a 2-pound, Oscar De La Hoya and 2-pound Stevie, Danny was fighting on that undercard in California in the Home Depot Center. Danny had a guy who was 6'4", a Mexican kid. Danny was 5-0. They came to me an hour before the fight, Shelley. Because Shelley, we didn't start with Al Hayden. We started with Shelley. That's why I say Shelley, ain't no joke. Bro. If you go through the career with Shelley, you better fight your ass off for peanuts. Okay? Elephant peanuts at this. Okay? So they came to us to an hour before the fight, said the guy you fight, he's out. I said, okay, Robert Diaz. Ask Robert Diaz, he's the Golden Boy match. Yeah. Or Eric Gomez. Ask them if we ever turn anybody down. Anybody, first name. When Matisse said, jump in the room, when Matisse said, they gave me 5 names. Who you fight? I said, who's the killer? He said, this kid is the guy. I said, bring the killer. That's what we want. See, that was meant to be. But when you do like him, Thurman, calling people, that's not destiny. There's destiny for us because we never call. That's this meant to be right now. See, he wanted it, so he predicted it, so that's not destiny. See, I'm superstitious, I believe in God, so that's the difference between there and us. We took that fight out before in California, 28, 18 KO, 11 losses, Southpaw. And Danny went out there, I went upstairs, said, champ, well, he wasn't a champ at that, but he was the champion. Right. I said, Danny, change your plan. He said, Dad, I said, he was taking a nap. I said, you ain't fighting the kid no more, 6-4. This is the guy they got for you. 28 winning, 18 KO, 11 losses. Southpaw. He said, Dad, let's do it. Danny went out there and beat the shish kebabs out this guy. I always just tell him, if you can't beat a guy like this, but that's an opponent. His record's crazy, yes, of kid 5-0. He wouldn't beat the macaroonies out of him.
We're gonna switch.
That's what I need to get.
Stay if you want to get Keith right here. We're gonna switch the fighter.
Thank you, Angel.
All right, go. See you later.
See you later.